Hello again, guys. It's Gregola Productions here, and welcome back to another episode of the GPWS.
Talk tick, talk tick, talk tick.
Well, now it's almost 12 o'clock and I'm here in the studio. Should I stay or go back home? I don't know what to do. One thing that I know for sure, that girl and I are through. Still hearing tick-tock, tick, tick-tock, tick-tock, tick, tick-tock, tick-tock, tick, tick-tock, tick.
Talk tick, talk tick, talk tick.
Tick-tock.
Today on this episode, we're going to be working on the Westclox Leland more. We're going to start putting it back together. Now, we got these two little washers here. I'm pretty sure I know where this one goes, but I don't know where the one in the middle goes. These were just parts I kind of found as I was going along, and I'm pretty sure and here's some gears on the motion work here. I'm pretty sure the one, the washer, the one that I do kind of know where it goes, I'm pretty sure it goes on this here. And then you can put this on, and then, whoops, as I drop everything. And then this goes in that gear. I'm not sure what you'd call this, but anyway, we'll do that later. So I'm pretty sure that's where that goes, because it fits perfectly, but as for the other one, I have no idea. Maybe I'll have to take a look at another travel alarm movement. Although I'm not really, I don't really want to pull apart another one of these to look in the, you know, to see that. But anyway, we'll figure it out somewhere where that goes. But as for everything else, we're all set. Now we will start with our, I believe this is the fourth wheel in the train. Get that in. Oh, come on. You can, playing hard to get. It's in, the pivot's over there somewhere. Oh, there we go. Okay. Whoops, better be. You want to have it, I've got the pillars, you know, standing on here so they're all actually even and nothing can move around, you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be flopping around as I'm trying to put these on. Then we'll put this gear here on. The third wheel, oops. Maybe that, wait a minute. Wait a minute, that's this, okay, this is the second wheel. Third wheel, okay, never mind. Disregard, viewers. Now that is on. I'm pretty sure that's a modified version of the one that's in the 55. Well, it's not. Well, you know what I mean. The version from the 55 pocket bin. I'm pretty sure that's a version of it. Right there. And then this is the escapement wheel, which goes in here. Actually, maybe we should take this off temporarily. Get this guy on. Oh. There we are. Okay, we'll get that on. There we go. A way to tell if, and you'd think it'd be quite obvious, but I didn't think of this. The way you can tell where everything goes is, or a certain way you can tell, if gears are actually, if gear teeth are meshing together on either the top of the gear or the bottom of the gear. And as you can see on this, it just goes from top to bottom. But that's just one way I use to see what's going on. Okay, and there's the pallet fork going in, oh, or not. Yeah, this one's in a kind of a tougher spot. Oh, okay, there we go. Actually, I just realized as being a total dunce, I don't even need those holes in this container here, so I just flipped it over, and or whatever you want to call it. Flip it over and, you know, just use the flat part. And I also took everything back apart again just for a second there, just to properly check if I had actually pegged the pivot holes in this. And yes, I did. And I don't remember much stuff coming off. Like the holes in this movement were fairly clean, which is interesting. Well, actually, I think we know for a fact that this has been serviced before, at least once. You know, something happened here at some point, but we don't know what. I put the alarm escape wheel there. I'm pretty sure that's where it goes, but I'm not 100% sure. I might end up moving it later. And as for now, I think that's everything that goes in between the plates. So now we'll put our top plate on. And we're gonna be... I don't think, once again... Oh, maybe, maybe I will record this. I'm not really sure. I can't really see what I'm doing with the camera in the way. In classic GPWS Gregola fashion, I didn't record myself putting the plates together because, oh boy, is it annoying to deal with the camera when I'm trying to put all the pivots in their holes, and oh man, it just makes the whole thing more of a nuisance. And plus, my hands were also in the way of the camera, so that doesn't help either. So there's plenty of other videos where you can get an idea of what that's like. It's not hard, it's just hard with the camera involved. Okay, we actually got it together, and the pivots aren't loose or anything. Nothing needs to be rebushed. It's not like we have the ability to do that anyway, but it's good nothing does. We took this wheel out because it doesn't actually attach to anything, at least not yet. Well, it's gonna, it's the alarm escape wheel, but we'll put it back on later. It doesn't need to go on right now. So what we're going to do now is build our motion work. Now, viewers, what I've decided to do is pull out my oiler, and I put a little bit of, I kind of let this, and this gear has a little bit of play in it, so it slides forward. I stuck my oiler back there, and this is, well, not on it, but try to get it behind, because it feels like it's scraping up against the plate. Now, this is the gear that's directly connected to the center wheel, and the time setting knob, which you can see I've just taken the back of my screwdriver here and just banged it on there. Not hard, a little harder than that, but not by much. And I don't think there's anything that obstructs this knob, so I just decided to put it on now. But as I'm kind of messing around with this, it feels like something is, well, not right now, it doesn't. It feels good right now. Maybe the oil has worked its way in already. Oh no, see, okay, now it feels like it's scraping up against the plate, which is not what we want. And as you can see there, the gears hold the center wheel in place, but then oh, what is that? On the bottom there, I've just spotted there's something on the bottom of the center wheel. That's interesting. There we can see a little better, that kind of, some kind of circular looking device in there. I don't know, as you can see the center wheel stands still, and you turn the knob, and then the arbor going through the wheel reaches this gear here. And something's scraping up against something, but I don't know what. Is it this? Is that little apparatus-y thing in there? Is that what's scraping up against something else? I'm not really sure. I guess we could try, getting this in here and giving a little squirt of the oiler there. Oh, man, that might have been too much. Whatever, we're going to try it. Oh! Yeah, that was definitely it, because now we're home free. Oh yeah, that's a nice feeling. Okay, note to self viewers: make sure when you're doing these things, check out the time setting arbor and all that stuff, like all the this stuff here, because this is beautiful now. Wow, that's incredibly smooth. I'm gonna have to, yeah, for clocks in the future, I'm gonna have to remember that, because I wasn't aware that was a thing that you should or should not do. Well, I guess I've heard no one tell me I should do it, but I mean, that scratching sound. Anyone can assume that didn't sound quite right, but now, like, this is moving at a way smoother. Dang, that's nice. That was a pretty interesting discovery there, wasn't it? And speaking of oiling, there is a gear that you can't get to later, so I'm going to oil this now. Just very, very little. Not much, you know what I mean, viewers. I mean, you've seen me do this before. Well, that was too much. That's why I don't love the bottle, because, you get it absolutely everywhere. And I've taken some of it off there. I don't know if I've got all of it, but we're not trying to get all of it. You know what I should have done is just done it on this side. That was goofy of me. Maybe we will still. Oh. Okay, that's definitely enough. Now we will put that in there. Very good. And I don't think we're supposed to oil any of the pipes. And I'm not, this is a pipe, but I'm not sure which pipe it is. If it's for the hour or a minute or what. I don't know. I think this is the minute pipe here with our washer on it. And I don't think, since the washer's there, I don't think we oil that. And as I said, we leave the pipe alone. So this just goes on there like that. And then this, whoops. This, yeah, this, no, wait a minute. Wait, no. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is the, wait, no, is it? I'm actually not sure which pipe is which. But anyway, this goes on here. I'm going to put a little bit of oil on here because this washer here is really, well, it's pressing tight up against the plate there, or I'm sorry, not the plate, the bridge. So I'm just going to put a little bit here. And I'm going to leave that how that is. I'll put this on. And we're just going to do one more time setting knob test. Oh yeah. Okay, that's good. That's a nice sound. And then we put our alarm, or not alarm bridge, I'm sorry. Actually, this is vaguely reminiscent of the Style 8. This bridge here, which I believe just, oh, how does this go on? It goes on like this, I'm pretty sure. Let me back out here. Okay, this bridge here goes on like that. Whoops, not quite. It goes on like, oh, there we go. That's better. Well, not quite. We're almost there. Now we just have to get our screws in. But we're, getting there. Well, I mean, this movement is, like I've literally just learned something here as we're going. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get the screws in, viewers. Okay, we're trying to get them in while also holding this down. Yeah, this movement hasn't been, like, we're not done it yet, but this movement hasn't been some crazy difficult thing to work on or something like that. Like, this isn't some, some ridiculous movement here or something, some kind of, I don't know, some kind of IBM master clock movement. Although I don't know how, well, getting off topic, I don't know how complicated those are to disassemble. I guess they're electromechanical, so they'd be far more time-consuming than this is. Oh yeah, that's working great. Oh, okay. Okay, now there is a alarm spring that goes in that, or it screws onto here. Oops, where are we at here? I gotta get my screws. Oops. Oh, come on. It's not magnetic. How does this go on? Okay, viewers, there's a alarm spring here, which goes in here, and yes, that screw does come out. Lovely blue steel screw, as all of these are. The nickel plated, I think they never got rid of that. I don't know, well, maybe, well, hold on. I don't know if Westclox ever changed. Wait, no, they did get rid of blue steel screws in like the 60s at some point there. But anyway, that's besides the point. These, for this, like, the screws are really, I mean, the blue steel screws are just great to look at, They're really nice. Okay, now that's on there like that. And we will get our alarm finger mechanism and the alarm set mechanism on. Now, before we do anything, once again, I'm going to put a little bit of oil on this here because it looks like looks like the finger is just rubbing up against this. So, I'm just going to get, oh, that's ridiculous. Okay, yeah, I need to use the oiler. I know, viewers, I know it's brutal. Okay. Now we stick our alarm. And yes, the finger, by the way, viewers, is on the back of this wheel, or on the bottom of this wheel. I know, it's a strange design, but I guess it's downsized. And yes, that is all it takes for the alarm to go off. It's quite an interesting little design. And then, oops, you can't see what I'm doing. Then you just stick it through there. You can't really see it, it's out of focus, but there is a washer at which, pretend my toothpick here is the alarm mechanism, or the alarm, or whatever you want to call it, the alarm wheels. There's an arbor that sticks right at the end, or I'm sorry, there's a washer that sits right in between the plates there, at this hole here where I'm poking at. So, I'm going to put a little bit of oil here because I can see the plates are worn in that spot. Of course, put way too much again. And I'm going to rub that with the Q-tip there so we can just, there we go, so that most of the oil can stay there. And we'll get the washer in there, making sure to use the side that has already been worn a little bit, because it doesn't make any sense to me to just put on the entirely quote-unquote new side, the side of the washer that hasn't been used. Let's say something goes wrong with this or something and you need to flip over the washer or whatever. I don't know. I've never seen that happen, but you know, it's always some crazy possibility, right? Okay, now we'll get our washer in there. There we go. It's in position, and the oil will also help it stay in place. Now we'll stick the alarm wheels through there, or the alarm wheel, yeah, that's what they're called. Oh, get that in there, and in we go. Perfect. Now we just got to get the leaf spring and all that stuff together. So we'll get our leaf spring on. I always mess up the order of these little things here, you know, because they're kind of, well, they're not that they're fiddly, but it's just like sometimes the washer goes on top of the spring, or the spring goes on, or I'm sorry, the washer goes on top of the nut that we're gonna screw on, or vice versa or something. So I always have to pay really close attention to where everything's at. And once again, we've got another worn washer, which you can't see. I think we're just gonna, that's not dirt on there, that's wear. I think I might put a little dab of oil again on here. We're putting 60,000 dabs of oil on here, I know. You know, just to help every little, well, not that every little bit helps, but you know, it helps this stuff not get worn so fast, or if at all. I'm not even sure. I don't know if this is, I mean, sure, it helps it, whoops, there goes that. It helps it slide smoother, but I don't know if how the oil is for the wear factor on these things. Obviously it slows it down, but oh shoot, there goes that. Okay, we got our washer. Oh, come on you go. Well, it's kind of on there anyway. Yeah, I'd prefer if this didn't wear on me, you know, so that's the plan. And now we'll stick the nut on here, get that on. Oh. And our alarm mechanism should be ready to go once we put the knob on. And yes, we can put the knob on, I'm pretty sure. And we have two knobs. Which knob is in better shape? Let's have a look. One of these came with the movement and one of them didn't, but they both look identical to each other. I don't know, which one do you think looks better? I know you can't really see because my hands are in the way. Let's check the faces of the knobs, shall we? I think this one. Yeah, I think this one's in better shape. Okay, we're gonna use this one. Not saying that the other one is totally, like, hideous or something, but, you know, you might as well use the best looking parts when servicing these, you know, and you have the option to replace stuff. Oh dear, oh my goodness. Okay, for something just, I don't know what happened there, but okay. And our alarm mechanism is working. I think the finger wasn't, I don't know what was going on there, but anyway, something was odd. But now we're working. So that's good. And if I drag this along, oh dear. Here, if I get, this all isn't supposed to move with the time setting arbor. I'm you know, because I'm using the, oh dear. Okay, viewers, I've just figured out how you can actually tighten this up. If you put your thumb on there, or if you put a finger on the gear here and hold it, and you screw the, and of course keep it from moving, and you screw the knob on tighter, which will turn the nut here. You can actually get it to tighten up. And let me just show you what I'm talking about here. So you take this, let's say, you know, you just have it there, and it's just, the tension is non-existent. You turn this, oh, where's a good example of this. Let's say the alarm trips. Okay, this isn't supposed to, or however. Okay, viewers, I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to, well, you know, this gear isn't supposed to ride along with the time setting wheel, you know. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to do that. So we're going to put our thumb there and just crank this knob on a little tighter. And there we go. Now our knob is, this is way tighter than it was. Not too tight. You don't want to really, you don't need to really make it so it won't move or something, because then you're not gonna be able to set the alarm. Okay. Oh, I think I don't know. I need to fool around with this a little bit more, I think. So we've just taken it off. We'll put it on again. And of course, there's no real. It's confusing, hey, because you screw on this knob here, and then you've got this nut which controls the tension. So you got to be kind of careful to know which is which. And obviously, when the alarm isn't ringing or something, you know, you turn the time setting knob. The whole thing isn't supposed to move like it is now. So I'm gonna try and hold this gear with my thumb, and then just tighten it up with the knob. And now let's see here. Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. It's a little tighter, but I think that'll be. Yeah, I think that'll be fine how that is. Okay, viewers, I've been fooling around with this for a few minutes now, and I've actually gotten the tension to how I like it. So hopefully it won't, you know, hopefully as the clock's running, this won't drag along. I don't think it will, but you never know. Sometimes you have to come back in these things and make more adjustments. And if I do, I do. So anyways, viewers, thank you for watching this particular episode of the GPWS. I hope you all got something out of it. I hope the travel alarm people got something out of this, because this is your movement, boys. So, you know, I hope you got something. I know I definitely did. I know I'm definitely almost prepared to work on one of them. So we'll have to do a series on the travel alarm here at some point. But yeah, I hope everyone got something out of this. And we'll leave this all here for now. And I'll see you in the next part.